This is the last time I'm going to try to record this one. I tried recording once, and I don't know, I guess it went on a cursing tirade, so then it decided that the Audacity is going to crap out on me. Okay, so then I tried to do this again, and I tried to have the camera connected to me and just walk around and film in the house, like Conquering Thought, and the file just was not a good format for anything that I was doing. So I couldn't get it off the phone. And even if I did, it's pretty much got an upward view, so you can't see anything that I'm doing. So that turned pointless. Now I'm going to sit here and try Audacity again, and I'm going to just go straight to it. This one is about not say, okay, a car just drove backwards down the road. I don't know, black car drove backwards. I mean, what's wrong with going forward? Okay, now there's a car following it going forwards. Was it a fucking cartoon? Anyway, oh, my bad. It's not safe for work now. Well, my thing was I wanted to point out that things are not safe for work because they're not. We can't be adults. See, only adults get to do adult things. When you're an adult, as you know, growing up, having grown up or are currently growing up, if you get to hear this as a kid, someone who is not 18, but, younger, obviously, you're not an adult. If you're a teenager, you're a young adult, but don't get any adult privileges. So what's the point of even just put teenager? So here's the thing. Safe for work, what I've realized is basically saying you have to be a kid-friendly thing. You need to be kid-friendly. YouTube, I got a thing up there saying that certain things that I do is not safe for work. And that was on TubeBuddy. So I'm like, okay, nothing I do is safe for work. So maybe that's why my subscriber count is so low. My views are so low. If my views are low and my subs are low for another reason, let me know. I'm serious. I ain't got any pride. I don't have any of that dumb shit. All I got is what's the best truth possible, and let's go with it. So, hey, critique me. Let me know, what am I doing wrong? Why my subs or whatnot are low? Okay, let's get back into this. So, what kind of sparked this was, I was watching Tom Hartman, and on his show, it's adults. I mean, people that call in are oftentimes 50 and up. But if they say asshole or bitch or shit, then he ends their call, and he's like, we can't have that kind of language. And I'm thinking, this is really an adult program. It is rare you're going to get someone who is 14 or 16 or 17 or 8 or whatnot watching it. So I'm like, we're adults, right? I mean, we should be not just expecting the language, but used to it. It should roll off the ear as if hearing, I don't know, when people begin their sentences with well, or when people say whatever, or knowing that there are people out there that just don't know the difference between your and your. I mean, it should really not even be an issue. If Tom, and now granted, when Tom Hartman does swear when he's angry enough, which has been one time that I can recall him swearing, and that was recent, then there is more impact. I will give it that. When you swear a lot, it loses impact. But then again, I'd rather have the message. I don't care for impact. I save impact for like watching comedy shows or something like that. That's when I want impact of something. So I'm like, Tom Hartman, he won't let anyone talk when they say that. And I'm like, they might be making a great point, but then that comes out. Like, we're all adults, man. We're all adults. What's the point? I was trying, most of us trying to curse when we're 8. Not that we're trying, but we hear the word and we find it funny, so we'll repeat it. And then you got those, I know when I was 11, when I was not around my parents, man, I was cursing my ass off. I mean, I was just saying it and saying it and saying it. What was I getting out of it? Nothing. Just saying it. That's really all it was. Just saying it. There was no will, no reason, no rhyme or anything. Just saying it. Just saying it. So, I mean, it was any words, a lot of words. And so what's the point? What's the point of growing up, wishing you could do all these adult things, and then getting older, and then you can't do it because it's not appropriate for this establishment. It's not what we do here. It's not our conduct. It's against our policy. Why in the world would you make policies that stop adults from being adults? If I worked at an office and I was walking by somebody's cubicle and they had some porn up there while they're doing someone's taxes or something, I wouldn't give a shit. Okay, I might watch. I might critique it too. I don't know. But I'm just saying, why is this an issue? I just don't get it. It's so stupid. Not safe for work. I don't understand why we do this. This is so monotonous. I mean, can't we just curse? I mean, if you're at the office and you're on the phone with somebody, you're most likely on the phone with somebody bottom barrel leaves about 28 and up when they're calling in because their child is sick. And they might be like, this is so asinine. Fuck you too. You see what I'm saying? If someone's calling in, I'm trying to get my taxes done. Okay, well, let's get your shit handled and we'll move on. Oh my goodness, you just cursed. I'm going to report you. What the fuck? When did we go back to elementary school? Ooh, you said a wordy dirt. I'm going to get you. I'm going to tell on you. What in the hell is wrong with us? I'm going to equate this to something that'll probably hit your soul hard. If we have souls. But I'm going to say this. You know what's just like us? Dogs. Because at first, wolves were pretty much free-roaming pack animals that did for the pack. That's what they did. They were awesome. They were great hunters. They haven't had to change anything about them for thousands and thousands of hundreds of thousands of years. But then all of a sudden we domesticate them. And then in turn, they domesticate us. And from what this article I read on Medium had said, dogs don't leave that adolescent age, that age around, for us, about 14 years old or something like that. Dogs don't leave that. So because they don't leave that, that's why dogs are always chipper and happy and all bouncing all over the place until they get old. And they don't stop being chipper because they're old. It's because their body is saying, man, I just can't handle it. I just can't do that. So their brain has to settle. But other than that, they're the, tongue wagging, tail wagging and bouncing and pouncing and sloppy licking things that when they get a hold of some food, you put the food down, they eating it like somebody's going to steal it from them. That's us. That's us. We want to be that. We want to be that so much that then when we're kids, and what do we want? We want to just have fun and run around and do all this other stuff. And then we get older. We're like, look, I want to do the adult stuff. I want to go to the R-rated movies. I want to drive. I mean, you're 8 or 10. I want to drive. And if I drive, I'm going to drive like this. I'm going to be going real fast. I'm going to do all this other stuff. So then you finally get to be an adult. And then, granted, something kicks in. It's called I think I can die. That kicks in. And when that kick in, all that other crap that you've been thinking goes away. Like a dog might want to what? Go up and just gnaw on something. Like, man, that's a post and I'm going to break it in half. Go up and try to bite it. It's like, this didn't work. I just hurt my mouth. I just hurt my teeth. I'm going to leave that alone. Dogs, I've seen them do it. A dog came up and attacked me when I think I was 15, walking down my grandma's street. Well, the street that she lived on. And this dog came running up to me and I kicked him square in the damn jaw because I couldn't run. What was I going to do? Outrun the damn thing? I punted that son of a bitch. I kicked that fucker right in the mouth and the dog yelped and stuff. And it bothered me because, I love dogs, pretty much any fuzzy, furry thing. So it yelped and it was like, I'm sorry, man. And I looked at it and I got on my knee and I held my hand out and it came at me and it sniffed my hand and I rubbed his head and I was like, we gotta go do this again. It just nuzzled me and stuff and then I reached in my pocket and I gave it I opened up this bag I had had a sandwich in. I gave it the sandwich. I just dropped it on the ground and the dog was like, this is awesome. Then the dog tried to come home with me. I'm just saying, if that worked for people, I'm just saying, somebody you're like, you're cool, man. Just drop this sandwich on the ground. We can go follow. But is any of this safe for work that I've said? The whole dog and stuff thing. Is that what we're doing? Because I just want to be safe for work. That's all. I'm sure all of you do things and you can't adult where you are. if you're on Facebook or whatnot, you start swearing, cursing, and going off the rails like that, and then all of a sudden you get censored, you get kicked off Facebook. You start cursing on Twitter. This Dusty Smith, he said he called this person a cowardly bitch. Well, not called him, but you're acting like a cowardly bitch. He got kicked off. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I do CR5 Pro. I curse and stuff like that in there. And my views were up at one point only because of the New Japan stuff I was showing. But, I mean, is it possible that my views don't go up because of all the cursing in it? Or because it's just a video game I'm commentating on? Who knows? But is it the same for this? Do I gain and lose subscribers just because I'm cursing? I mean, are the adults out there not adult enough to accept adult language in these adult situations that we're in? I'm just saying. It just, come on. I'm starting to think, and yeah, it didn't take long to come up with this, but I'm thinking not safe for work, Nsfw? Nah. It shouldn't stand for not safe for work. It should stand for not so fucking weak. Yeah, it took me 7.3 seconds to come up with that yesterday. And I hadn't forgot it. So there you go. But yes, not so fucking weak. So I think that's all I got to say. I'm gonna do other posts. I'm gonna be an adult. I'm gonna say adult things. You can't patriot check me into being an adult. You can't shame me to. Well, you're going to be an adult. You must act this way because if you act this way, then people take you. Man, fuck you. I got one life. I can't let somebody else dictate the only life I got. All I need to do is stay safe and not hurt anybody. It's not hard. Not hard. Leave me the fuck alone. So look, please, comment, like, share, and, send it to somebody that's trying to adult today. Send it to somebody that just wants to go on a tirade, because, you're going to hear the words, shit, motherfucker, pussy, goddamn, asshole, and anything else. Oh, my virgin ears. That's all I got to say. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. It's just a motherfucking trip.